get ready to rumble!
This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it live. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis with yours truly, Crypto Blood. What's going on, people? Hope y'all doing well. Welcome to another show. We're gonna get it cracking. Who we got in the comments today? We got Kenton. Got to start off with the YouTube Premium members. Todd Mack, 64ECG. I wonder what that stands for. We got Mr. Sakila in the building. Crocodile Dundee, Google user, in the middle journey. Appreciate all of you for tuning in today. Let's go ahead and get into it because we got a lot to talk about before I go live at 5 o'clock with BitBoy. Actually is on Around the Blockchain. They have their own channel now. So I'll be over there. Make sure you guys come join me as well and support me. Calvin, 3 times in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Crypto City came in, hit the like, but gotta go. All right, man. Hey, at least let's round of applause for that. At least you give me that. You know what I mean? Thank you. I appreciate it. JoJo Wave in the building. My Crypto Space UK is in the building too, man. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in today. And like I said, we got a lot to talk about. First, though, bloodalytics.com. Check us out if you haven't signed up. It's the new year. It's time for you to get real aggressive with your money making, your bag stacking, what do you call it? Satoshi stacking. Check us out. 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month subscriptions available. The lifetime memberships are sold out. But you can save 50% off your 6-month and 12-month. If you sign up with a link in the description below, send me your UID number, and then I'll generate a 50% off promo code for you. Best to send me that via Telegram, email. Might get to me, might not. You never know with the spam. Again, FairDesk is my partner in this Bloodalytics service, so definitely check them out. Even if you're not looking to trade with Bloodalytics right now, you just need a place to trade actively. They are very, very good. I ain't even gonna hold you up. So check those guys out. Rumble in the Jungle. Come join me, please, over at rumble.com. I'll drop the link right now. 92 followers. Let me see. Let me do a refresh. 95, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. 100. All I wanted was 100. That's all I wanted. We're very close. 5 away. So let's knock CB over that 100 mark for me, please, so we can definitely make it worthwhile doing uncensored content over there. My boy Rice Crypto, we did a few collabs over there, so you definitely want to get over there and check it out. All right, link is in the chat room. Let's take a look at the word of the day. What's the word of the day? What do you guys think? I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna straight beeline it. Yes, beeline. Didn't even know that was a word. I thought that was like a slang word. But beeline is the word of the day. You guys know what that means. A straight line between two places. It's that simple. So that should be an easy one for you guys to use in today's episode. So definitely keep that in your mind as you're chatting in the live stream, and See if you can integrate that into the conversation today. Who we got in the comments really quickly? Google user said, gonna sub to your Rumble right now. I appreciate that, bro. Look at shot at that. Come on, folks. Let's get 5 more in Rumble. I know that's right, Ken. It don't cost you no paper unless you a mother hater. It is what it is. All right, so look. Let's take a look at the chart really quickly. My 2 Satoshi chart. And we're running into some resistance. We did see a drop yesterday, a big drop. I didn't do a video yesterday, but I was definitely monitoring it. But guess what? What did I say was going to happen? It happened. Literally, I have not changed anything here. The arrow was drawn from 2 days ago. My 2 Satoshi's video. I drew that up, basically a pennant. And we couldn't sustain, and we broke below it. We tried to come back up right here. Zoom in a little bit more. Right here, we tried to get back above and into that channel, or I should say that pennant, and was a clear rejection. So at this point, I'm seeing lower lows from that breakdown of the pennant, the flag. So I think we head from here. We'll probably do something like this and then figure out what we do from that point. This line right here is the line in the sand, and we break back below there. We're hitting the bottom or the top side of this line. Looks like we're playing laser tags, I know, but hey, it's literally that simple. So my next target is, of course, $20,000 Bitcoin. That's pretty much where this lines up, somewhere around there. 20,300, 20,200 range. If we breach that, which I don't see a reason why we wouldn't, we're going to then test the top side of this line that was drawn back here on January 15th. This pennant. All right. And then we break below that, which we may see a bounce, right? We may see a bounce from there. We may see something like that, a bounce to the bottom side of that line and then head lower. And then that is where we will definitely have to make a decision, because if we break this line at 17,800, we're going to drop back into this channel, and that's not good. I'm going to extend that outward. So this is the channel that we really don't want a deja vu. We don't want to go back into that channel. That channel extends for quite some time. Down there, damn near with Mr. Elmo. All right, so that's the take, man. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take rocket science to learn how to just price the markets, or at least see where different levels are. Because that's what all it's about, is having and seeing different levels and trading around those levels. That's all it is. Google said, so B-line means a border. I just made a Rumble and followed, or rather my computer did. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Some traders beeline about their targets to not get front ran by their followers. That's a good one there, Julio. That's a good one. Why you smell manipulation? Google user. Google user said, I smell manipulation in the markets. I'd love to hear your opinions about that. I don't think it's manipulation, to be honest with you. Again, as I told you last, was it Monday or last week, I said, look, guys, if you take a look at January 9th, which was really the first real business week of the new year, most people aren't in the office that first week. So that second week of January, that's Jan 9th, we started to see activity pick up, and off we went. So I think really it's just new capital being deployed in a low liquidity market with very little sellers. I think I do have some information for you guys today that would entail why we would see a pickup in selling. So we'll go over that here in a second. Stock market was down today. Dow Jones was down 0.76%. S&P was down 0.76 as well. NASDAQ was down 0.9, just about a percent. And the Russell 2K was down almost 1% as well. VIX was up a little bit today, up almost 1%. So, yeah, Netflix, this is some other news. Netflix is going to be reporting their fourth quarter earnings after the bell, which is right now. Can't be good. I know they're not making money. So that's just going to make the stock market head lower. Looks like the founder is going to be giving up his CEO role. That's crazy. So, yeah, not a good look there. So let's take a look at Forex Factory really quickly. Today was a pretty bland day. I think tomorrow is nothing spectacular either. So we're pretty much done for the week. So it should be all based on technicals at this point, or any fundamental news that may come out that blindsides us. But we should be trading for the rest of this week on a technical basis, meaning chart. Just looking at buying support, or I should say support and resistance, trend lines, Fibonacci's if you use them, stuff like that. But no news-driven momentum here, at least economically news-driven momentum for the market. So we're staying clear from that. But let's take a look at this first article out of Seeking Alpha. And this is what CB has been telling you guys for how long now? Yeah, a long time. A bit of time, for real, like no doubt, right? I've been telling you guys that we are going to see Grayscale potentially go down. I've said this, I've warned you. I said this was the last shoe to drop, and lo and behold, that's what's happening here. So as you guys can see here, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust should liquidate, they said, and move on. This is what Seeking Alpha is saying, or at least the writer of this article is saying here. He essentially was like, look, you guys just need to give it up, okay? The writing is on the wall. CB had told you months ago the writing was on the wall. Just give it up. Give it up. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust investors broadly fall into two categories, they said. Arbitrars and the Bitcoin bulls. The former, which are the bulls, Bitcoin bulls. The arbiters are pulled into a trust trading around 40% discount to its net asset value, which holds that amount of Bitcoin per share. So that's why you're still seeing Grayscale still alive, because the enticing fact that 50%, you got a 40% discount on every share that you buy, essentially. That'll pull you in. That will pull you in for sure. That is very enticing. That's why they still are here, ladies and gentlemen. But as you guys know, I told you that we need to see a green light from the SEC on Grayscale's ETF endeavors. And guess what? They didn't get the green light. They didn't get it, guys. So to me, that's the nail in the coffin. There's really nothing else for us to talk about. Grayscale is pretty in a pickle, beelining straight to a bankruptcy. How about that? Look at that. They are beelining straight to bankruptcy, in my opinion. This is all conjecture. This is all my opinion. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen here. If you take a look at this article from CoinDesk, you'll see Grayscale slams SEC quote unquote unreasonable bearing of spot Bitcoin ETFs. So you got to remember that the difference here is the SEC is already kind of giving green lights for ETFs that are futures based, not spot based. And you might ask, why would they allow a futures based but not a spot based? I think I have a theory on that, and we'll go over that here in a second. But let me just explain to you how pissed off Grayscale is right now. While the SEC has approved multiple applications to set up futures-based Bitcoin ETFs, which are executed at a future date and Bitcoin quote-unquote fraudulent and manipulative conduct. So let me just let me help you out. Let me decode that, read between the lines for you. Essentially, is what they're saying here is if they give you a green light for a spot ETF, Bitcoin ETF instrument, it will allow for Bitcoin's price to really head higher. Less manipulation on it, because at that point they have to buy the Bitcoin that's behind those shares of ETF shares. With the futures one, they don't have to, or it's a lot less. I don't know the details of that, but there's definitely a stark difference between a spot ETF and a futures ETF. One has a bigger impact on the price of Bitcoin than the other, and the one that has a bigger price impact is the spot Bitcoin ETF. That's the one they don't want to let go, give a green light on. So keep that in mind. So really, they're scared of people really jumping onto this. And when I say people, institutional money. Once you have that ETF open, so many new avenues of money are coming in. So that's why they're still not letting you have that spot Bitcoin ETF. Grayscale said accused the SEC of exceeding its statutory authority, saying that the agency is not permitted to decide for investors whether certain investments have merit. Well, guess what, buddy? SEC is Judge Dredd out here in these Wall Streets. Okay, because they have all the law that they need. And if you thought differently, then you got effed up. Just flat out. You don't have a good grasp of the real world view. Your worldview is screwed up. You don't understand what's going on here. The SEC is here to essentially enforce the, how do I want to put this? How do I want to put this, guys? They're here to enforce the cartels, the mafia's decision making or rules. That's what the SEC is here for. So this is not about playing fair, ladies and gentlemen. You know that. I don't know why Grayscale didn't know that. I guess because they thought they were a part of the party, but clearly they weren't. You got to understand, they don't want Bitcoin to succeed. They want to make it fail. They want all cryptos to be perceived as very risky, more risky than any other asset class that they have full control and regulatory reign over. So this, to me, again, this is not directly related to the Ripple versus SEC case, but it kind of is. This is yet another point on CB's or in CB's argument for Ripple losing against the SEC. Ripple winning against the SEC would not continue that narrative of painting Bitcoin and cryptos as bad for you. Got to remember that. That's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Google users say, I'd rather have Bitcoin offline than shares. And yeah, exactly. I agree. We got Wisdom Bars in the building. Shout out to him, YouTube premium member. Told all my YouTube members a few days ago I got a very special guest coming on tomorrow. You guys will have access to that video uncut and raw probably tomorrow evening. Nice little treat for the weekend. But yeah, I've got somebody special coming on to the channel, first time guest, and you guys did submit your questions, so I appreciate it. I saw yours as well, Wisdom Bar, so I'll definitely integrate that into the interview tomorrow. The swamp is undefeated. You ain't lying. Yeah, exactly, Ken. I already know. I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. So it is what it is. And with them having got basically presented the no-go for an ETF again. They're going to have to pivot and do something. They warned that they would. What's interesting, though, in this article, it seems like they got the word back in December. But they were talking about if they don't get approval early in January that they would have to move in a different direction. So I don't know if they were still trying to go back and forth after the actual judgment was given in December. The Judge Dredd. I am the law. All right. So I don't know if they were they had a period of rebuttal. That's typically how it goes. After, the SEC gives a judgment, you have a period to go back and forth with them. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. But ultimately, Grayscale did not get that green light for the ETF. So it's a done data for them, in my opinion. And possibly Grayscale could drag DCG down. I don't know if you guys heard rumors about Grayscale going bankrupt. That is, to me, only going to escalate that possibility. FTX coming back? Say what? Yeah, FTX. Looks like they might be rebooting. But there's a devil in the details. And I'm going to go through that really quickly. Ray, which is the CEO, reportedly was considering reviving the crypto exchange as part of its efforts to make users whole. FTX reported on Jan 17th that it had identified, and I talked about this, they identified roughly 5.5 billion of liquid assets in its investigations, with more than 3 billion owed to its top 50 creditors. So looks like the top 50 might damn near get all their money back. According to the FTX CEO, the new one, he considered feedback from all stakeholders who saw the exchange as a viable business. So they may, go ahead and reboot. Now the question is, who the hell will put their money? Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take a contrarian view on this. If they reboot FTX and this is the devil in the details, it's really FTX.us doing a reboot, not FTX.com. If FTX.us reboots, I think that's the case, they're really in a better position than many other exchanges, because at least now they've pretty much cleared out all their debt, their liabilities and everything, and they can move forward. So really might not be a bad idea to have money over there after if they relaunch. Crypto surpasses all beelines. It's global, and SEC can only control it within. Yeah, that's true. GPTC doesn't offer dividend. They charge an annual management fee, though, which is rapery. How do you get away with that? FTX gave me funny vibes off rip. I never mess with FTX granny bags myself, so I don't know. Yeah, ain't nobody trusting that, huh? I don't know, man. Like I said, after restructuring, really that would be the last company to go back in or have some financial issues. So honestly, it might be a good idea. It might be a good idea to go over there and trade. Ray was reportedly assisted by Wang and Ellison to tracking down some of the company's assets. The two snitches, right? So SBF still out here tweeting. I can't believe this. January 17th, he put out a tweet. Listen to this. FTX US is solvent as it always has been. Man, sit your ass down. Nobody trying to listen to you. Pass go. Don't collect 200 and go straight to jail. We don't want to hear none of that. Okay? So again, I believe the reboot would be .us, but I could be wrong. It could be .com, though I thought .com was the entity that really had the big mess. So we'll see. Sam Bankman-Smollett, Kanye was right. Oh my God, That's a good one, girl. That's a good one, bro. That's a good one. All right, so let's take a look at the next article here. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today so that I can go ahead and get over to the Around the Block channel, guys. It's coming up very soon. Matter of fact, let me see if they put out the tweet yet. Don't see the tweet. Let's see where we are here. I'll try to find the tweet. There it is. All right. So I found the tweet. Come join me, ladies and gents, 5 o'clock today. We got Cassius, Cuvée, me, 2 other guys I've never seen. Oh, actually, one guy I've been on with, the guy right next to me. He's from the UK all day. All right, so we talk about Zelle outage, which is crazy. I got my theories on that. Boy, oh boy, I got my theories on that. So we'll talk about that at 5 o'clock. So come on over and join me there. But what I want to talk to you guys about is the fact that Bitcoin has ended its 14-day winning streak. I didn't even realize it had a 14-day winning streak. Did you? I sure didn't. Well, it broke it. And a winning streak can't last forever. That's why it's called a streak. So again, it lines up, in my opinion, guys, that we are probably losing momentum at this juncture. And we'll start to fall back towards these other lines here at 20,200, and then probably here down here at 20,000 or 19,000, somewhere in that range as well. Those should be the 2 next stops, but we'll see. We will see. I just don't see the catalyst for going much higher. I mean, if you take a look here, we can count it off here. Where's the... So I thought I put the... I don't know where my darn color thing is for the brush, because I was going to change the color. But basically you got one... Oh, there we go. So you basically have here, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times we tried to get above 21,500. That ain't a good. It's usually 3 strikes you're out. I don't know what kind of sport we're playing. It ain't MLB. Something new. Maybe some up in Canada or something. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking good. Okay? Not looking good in the hood in regards to making higher highs here. All right? So it is what it is. Think that should be your sign that the streak is over and possibly a rollover coming. You got to sell into these rallies. I told you Wendy O made a tweet out, put a tweet out last week that just rang bells. It really rang and resonated with me. She said something to the lines of, if you don't take profits in this run up, profit taking ain't for you. Something like that. And I agree. You better take some off the table. Elon Musk has to make the first interest payment on the $13 billion debt he took on to buy Twitter. Man, oh man, the company's dire financial situation means it faces risks including bankruptcy. So a lot of people have, this is non-crypto related, but I wanted to touch on this. A lot of people have, companies have pulled the plug on advertising on Twitter. I don't know why. Like, so you telling me you rather have and be able to advertise on a platform where they're spreading misinformation, disinformation, and censoring people from one side of the view of the argument. Really? You rather help with that, right? You rather have the Hunter Biden stuff be suppressed. We don't need to know about that until after the elections. You rather have, qualified MDs or PhD, MDs on, what, V19, giving you information that is contrary to what they want to push. You want to suppress that. Oh, those are great platforms to spread your awareness on your product, right? Negative. Blood gonna get those flawless victories. It ended up 1 hour after U.S. cash opened yesterday when news released about Jerome Powell having COVID happened, and then I lost internet for the rest of the day. Yeah, I heard about Jerome getting COVID. I think he's probably on his like 9th booster and still getting that shit. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's read between the lines, please, or at least between the veins. Yeah. Grand peasy. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's actually all one. This is all one. This is part of the sweater, bro. You know, a little scotch and soda for you people out there. Actually, I just gotta wait for this Netflix deal to come out. I'm gonna be doing something with scotch and soda because I wore something on the Netflix documentary. I don't know when the hell it's coming out, but I wore something on the documentary that was a scotch and soda little gig. I like scotch and soda. You guys check them out. Got real classy stuff. But I told him, hey, look, man, I need a bag. When that Netflix deal come out, y'all gotta look out for Crypto Blood. So I'll be doing something with them hopefully in the near future. So yeah, guys, I'm a little concerned about Twitter. I think he's gonna pull the plug and do the ultimate scam and file for bankruptcy. Go get a $13 billion loan, then file for bankruptcy. You can't. I mean, that is sticking it to the man, ain't it? I'm telling you the truth. That is sticking it to the man. So we'll see. I personally love Twitter now. I can know for sure and for certainty that the information I'm seeing is not censored. You know, whatever thoughts I have won't be censored. You know, so I'm loving it. I don't know about you guys. I'm loving Twitter though. Best social media platform out there right now, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Here's the main subject for today's video. My two Satoshis. IBM says quantum computing poses an existential threat to crypto. Now, when I say crypto, do I mean cryptocurrencies? Possibly. But really, I'm talking about cryptography. That's where the whole word crypto comes from, cryptography. So, you know, that's why I'm bringing this up, because essentially, if it's a threat to cryptography, that is, it's definitely a threat to cryptocurrencies. So, you guys know it's like beating a dead horse, I know, but I have to continually bring these types of articles up because I have to show you guys that I'm not overreacting to the fact that quantum computing in conjunction with AI will be a problem faster than we think. All right, so that's why I'm just, you know, I'm always bringing this up, guys. So you know, you just gotta know that this is an issue that you need to pay attention to, and this is an issue that how do you prepare and how do you take advantage of it? I have no clue, honestly. That part I don't know yet. I'm not too sure. So we'll have to see how that pans out. But this article is out of venturebeat.com, and it says here that today the IBM Institute of Business Value issued a report titled Security in the Quantum Era, examining the reality of quantum risk and the need for enterprise adoption of quantum safe capabilities to safeguard the integrity of critical applications and infrastructure as the risk of decryption increases. AXA says DPoS is quantum resistant. I wasn't aware of that. That's great news. All the while, listen, I know people like to clown me on EOS. It really isn't EOS, the technology, that's the issue. It was how things were handled with Block 1. So that's something outside of my even knowing that they were going to straight fumble the ball there. But EOS.IO is one of the, in my opinions, one of the best blockchain protocol stacks out there. I know AXA is a fan of EOS.io blockchains like EOS, Wax, Telos, and a number of others. I was not aware of that, though. If that's the case, man, that's even better. So Mr. Sakila said, quantum plus AI, are we relevant anymore? No, we're that, and what that's called is singularity, right? The singularity. At what point do we get there? I don't know, man. I think it's way faster than we are prepared for. Wisdom Bar said, I think quantum is a give and take type of tech, because you could also use it to protect yourself. This is true. This is definitely true. But what you have to understand is what I'm warning of is all of our current technology is at risk, right? And there are some things that would need to be migrated to a new encryption firewall, right? EOS is sick long-term hodl. I think so, man. I think it's gonna shock a lot of people. I hope it does. I hope it does. It just needs the right direction, the right community behind it. I'm just not sure if it has that. That's my only hiccup with it. The technology, though, is by far one of the best out there in the game. DPoS, which stands for delegated proof of stake, guys, is so much more equitable than proof of stake. Okay, just do a Google search on DPoS versus POS and get an understanding of the difference and how it's more fair and equitable for the players on the network. Because with proof of stake, it's really like whoever holds the biggest bags are going to have the say so. So, and there's really no way for you to vote those individuals out. At least with DPoS, there is a way. On EOS, you got 21 delegates that stand in as the node providers, the main node providers. Then you have backups. But those 21 can at any point be voted out by the rest of the people, rest of the network. So it's a very fluid and I think better way of controlling power versus DPoS, versus POS, where it's just who has the biggest bag. It's nothing you can do about that. How didn't they address collusion with DPoS? Because it wasn't really. It was more so like having the support of Block 1 to perpetuate the awareness of EOS. It wasn't necessarily the network that got hijacked. There was some collusion at first with a couple of exchanges, but Block 1 stayed out of being a block producer or voting. I think it was like they were voting through proxy or something. They stayed out the way, but that wasn't the problem. It wasn't really that. So all my EOS for DOT. Okay. Can't say that was a bad move. I'm just saying the future of EOS is actually could be it could be a sleeper. That's all I'm saying, guys. Could be that sleeper because the tech is there. The tech is definitely there. So I'm not going to go through all this because I'm running out of time, but I wanted to just bring this up, guys, that IBM did issue a report. Okay. And, they're really concerned about traditional encryption and quantum computing. Okay. And we're already seeing RSA being hacked. There is already vulnerable. RSA. Now we know that crypto, as in Bitcoin, uses a different cryptographic protocol. I think it's called elliptic cyclical something ESDS or something, which is better than RSA for sure. But guys, it's only a matter of literally could possibly be like a year and a half. That's how quick things can move. We see what's happening with ChatGPT and how quickly things move. When you're talking about AI, when you're talking about quantum computers, the growth is exponential, and it's something that's very hard for humans to understand and grasp. All right, so I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. I'm gonna continue to cover these types of articles and keep you guys abreast of what's going on. I'm not saying that the core developer who got hacked out of his 200 Bitcoin, I'm not saying that is because of some type of hack from a quantum computer or AI algorithm. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely something to at least pique my interest and look further into. He just came out the other day. I told you he's starting to second guess self-custody. I mean, he's a Bitcoin core dev developer, and like, if anyone knows how to encrypt and protect their funds, you would think it would be him. Could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Anyhow, got to jump off here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys smack that like booty. Okay. We have 52 people in the building. Hit that like booty, man. Smack it hard. I need your help. The algorithm needs your help. All right. It's your boy Crypto Blood. That's my 2 Satoshis. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla. Yeah.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.